I'm State Representative Melissa Sargent, and I'm excited to be announcing a brand new initiative called What's Happening in 321 West. This initiative was born from you. I have heard from so many people since the elections in November, how can I be more involved? What is it that you actually are doing in the Capitol building for me? And I want to help make that more transparent. I want you to be able to know what it is that we are doing, what we are doing here, and how it is supporting you and what it is that you really care about. So I'm going to outline a number of things, and then you can look forward to seeing these on a weekly basis. This week was a really busy week in the Capitol building for groups that wanted to have the legislators hear what it is that they care about. And we met with so many people from across the state of Wisconsin about tourism, about disability rights, about homelessness, about reproductive health access. And I know that I can't do my job as a legislator unless I take the time to hear what really matters to the people on the ground in our communities. So these legislative advocacy days are super important, and I encourage you to take part in one of them if you're given the opportunity. This week I also spent quite a bit of time outside of the Capitol building. It's important that I am outside of the Capitol building because that's where the good work in our communities actually happens. I was invited to participate in a PTO meeting at a school. I was invited to participate at NAMI-Dane County's annual celebration. I also was able to tour our Dane County Veterans Service Office and see what it is that we are doing every single day in our communities to support ordinary Wisconsinites. And it reminds me, it's a good reset of why it is that I'm here. And when new legislation comes forward, I have a better idea of how it will fit within our communities. Speaking of legislation, every week there are so many bills that come forward, more than we have time to talk about today. But I want to highlight a couple of them. One of them, I stood with Representative Lisa Subeck to support local control, quite frankly, and to support common sense gun safety. I know that our local governments really have a better idea of what it is that we should be doing for our communities. So we introduced a piece of legislation that would allow local governments to be able to decide whether or not people should be allowed to carry handguns on our public buses. I look forward to the continued dialogue on the importance of that bill. There were also bills that were introduced in regards to water use. That's something that we've heard a lot about, and unfortunately, a number of these pieces of legislation that are very concerning are actually moving forward through the legislative process. So I promise I will continue to stand in opposition. I know that water is a fundamental human right, and quite frankly is important to industry, it's important to quality of life, it's important to our environmental protections and to our families. So we need to do everything that we can to support access to good, healthy, clean water in the state of Wisconsin. Additionally, next week will be a busy week with committee hearings. I'm going to be unrolling some bills. I'm going to be meeting with more groups and serving on panels in the community. And I look forward to being able to share more of that work with you in the next What's Happening in 321 West.